Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Sentinels and the Auburn Tigers. A big topic coming into this game, a backup quarterback will have to step up big. For more on that, we check in with Holly Rowe.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. They are concerned. Their quarterback is out, and he is so talented. But they have all the faith in the world in the backup. He has been here. He did not transfer out when he could have, and they are going to reward his patience and his belief in them by having belief in him. He knows the system, he knows the scheme, and he should get off to a good start here today. Back to you.
And the Sentinels will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tigers' offense will have the opening possession of the game. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. This time they'll go to the running game. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lockett. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeps it on the option. Here's a little room there. Running through contact. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Auburn. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
It's what makes this offense so hard to stop. When you've got an athletic quarterback, you've got to worry about him in the running game, and there on the option, he makes the right decision, keeping it, and he caps off the opening drive of the game with a TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. The returner will field it and try to do some business. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. It's the Sentinels offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you're leaving Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The option, the keeper, and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Doing it himself again. And he couldn't find any any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Back to throw, it's Gunderson. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. He'll do it himself. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. A run for the quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll try the right side. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. They go right back to him. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the Sentinels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Lockett. And tackled there by the defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. Takes a handoff. It's Bentley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Gunderson. Finds his big tight end. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Sentinels send out the punt unit. He's got it. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Running behind that left side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Motion from the back. Creates a little... There's some room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the fullback. Oh, he's got some space. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass, it's Gunderson. Oh, they're after him. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Extending the play. And slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate, and he gets a hand on it, it's blocked.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward.
Yeah, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Rides the option, he keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Makes a catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking downfield, it's Gunderson. Working that left side now. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. And the Sentinels come to the line with a new set of downs. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He's in open space downfield. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Now on the option. Quarterback on the keeper. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Here comes the option. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And the Sentinels will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Delivers the stiff arm. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
The Tigers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Leaves it with the back. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Sentinels line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Finds his man. It's Lockett. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Tiger. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Keeps it on the draw. QB got it himself. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Calls his own number. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Sentinels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4
snags it inside the 20. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fitzpatrick. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Gunderson. Under fire. Makes the grab. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sentinels.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can...
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat, positively camtastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Dropping back, it's Gunderson. Here comes the heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 22 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Hurricanes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. And now to your game at Jordan-Hare Stadium. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Wants to throw. It's Gunderson. A spectacular one-hand grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Sentinels will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. False start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Got it behind the line. It's Foster. Strong, firm tackle. Got the completion on that last play, but they moved backward by a yard, so now it's third down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Reads it, fires complete. Hard-hitting tackle. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. The handoff as they run the counter play here.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Got it inside the 15. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Auburn doing business in the red zone. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. On the option. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. The run inside. It's Bentley. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Complete. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Bentley. Good blocking, good running. Pickup of 6 out to the 30. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Trying to impose their will with the run. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Sentinels are moving quickly down the field. A designed run for the quarterback. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Trying to get rid of it.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
And the Sentinels will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. The run from the shotgun. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. They'll line up for a second down play. He'll run it again. Nice move there. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Got his man in the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Trying the left side. Might have a chance. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Give him 96 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. The option look. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. It's caught downfield. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Auburn!
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looks as if he's going to run it. Quarterback has to protect himself, gets down with the slide. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Running inside, it's Fitzpatrick. Nice move there. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. On the option. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pulled down for the tackle. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
So here comes the Auburn offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Makes the catch. It's Foster. Knocked down for the tackle. And after that last completion, netted a big fat 0. They're looking at second and 10. Back to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Keeps it himself. Runs through the tackle. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Elmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Fullback's got it. And they're able to get him on the ground. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Off play action. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the... It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Got a little grass. He now has 106 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Right back to him on the ground. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Sentinels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The give on the counter. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Sentinels will punt this one away. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Could be an alley. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Sweet cut there. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls it on the option. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job with ball security. The defense, they were able to get and swarm to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fitzpatrick.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.